bienvenidos de regreso.
I'm so glad you could join us for our second day of virtual VBS.
Estamos súper contentas de que el día de hoy nos acompañes a nuestro segundo día de VBS virtual.
Yesterday we learned about how God's power gives us hope.
Así es, el día de ayer aprendimos de cómo el poder de Jesús nos ayuda a tener esperanza.
And today we're going to learn how Jesus' power helps us to be bold.
Y el día de hoy vamos a aprender de cómo ese mismo poder de Jesús nos permite ser valientes.
Are you ready to get started?
Estoy muy lista.
All right, well, I hope that you will sing and dance along with us to our first song of the day. God's power will pull you through.
Esperamos que ustedes bailen con nosotros en este siguiente video donde vamos a cantar la canción El poder de Dios nos sostendrá.
Are you ready?
Estoy súper lista.
Let's go.
¡Vámonos!
Confiar en ti, Cristo, tú eres lo que necesitamos, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti, tan solo tú nos das vida eterna, nos das valor y unión verdadera, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti. El viaje ha empezado y no hay vuelta atrás. Con Cristo de guía seguro estás. Un nuevo paisaje puedes contemplar y más adelante sorpresas habrá. Confiar en ti, Cristo, tú eres lo que necesitamos, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti, tan solo tú nos das vida eterna, nos das valor y unión verdadera, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti. El viaje ha empezado y no hay vuelta atrás. Con Cristo de guía seguro estás. Un nuevo paisaje puedes contemplar y más adelante sorpresas habrá. Confiar en ti, Cristo, tú eres lo que necesitamos, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti, tan solo tú nos das vida eterna, nos das valor y unión verdadera, tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti. Tu poder nos sostendrá. Confiamos en ti.
Hi passengers, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Kinsa.
Welcome back today. I hope that you're having a good day. We just sung Your Power Will Pull Us Through. Such a great song. And it brings us to our Bible point, which is Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Do you have a friend or parent who helps you be bold and pulls you through?
The thing about people is they can't be with us all the time, so they can't go with you everywhere.
And we have a helper who is always with us, who never leaves us, the Holy Spirit.
Let's sing together.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Okay, now let's bring it down. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train. This train.
Hi passengers, we're so happy to see you. Be sure to invite your friends to join you on this VBS adventure.
Wasn't that a great song?
Yes, it's so nice to know that God will be with us everywhere we go.
Let's track with Jesus, grab our Bible books, and listen to Mr. Josh and Miss Myra tell us about an incredible journey that God sent Paul on. Be encouraged. You can be with God wherever you go.
Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of VBS.
Bienvenidos al siguiente día de VBS.
Are you excited about your Bible story for today? Because we are.
Esperamos que estés motivado para empezar el siguiente día, porque nosotros sí estamos.
Today we're going to be talking about Jesus' power helps us to be bold.
Hoy vamos a platicar sobre el poder de Jesús nos hace valientes.
Our verse for today is Isaiah 40:29. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless.
Nuestro versículo de memorizar el día de hoy se encuentra en Isaías 40:29. Él da poder a los indefensos y fortaleza a los débiles.
Our story for today is found in Acts chapter 3 and 4.
Y nuestra historia bíblica se encuentra en Hechos 3 a 4.
Peter and John are going to go to the temple.
En nuestra historia vamos a ver qué les pasó a Pedro y a Juan cuando estaban en camino al templo de Jerusalén a orar.
We want you to pay attention to how Jesus' power helps them to be bold.
Pongan atención a cómo el poder de Jesucristo les da valentía para predicar el Evangelio.
One day, Peter and John go to the temple to pray. Along the way, they meet a man who couldn't walk since birth.
Un día, Pedro y Juan iban en rumbo al templo para ir a orar y en su camino se encontraron con un hombre que no podía caminar desde el nacimiento.
The man asked them for money, as this was the only way that he could survive.
El hombre les pidió a Pedro y Juan por dinero, porque era la única manera que podía sobrevivir.
Peter didn't give him money, but he did give him something much better.
Pedro y Juan no tenían dinero, pero le dijeron al hombre que tenían algo más valioso que dinero.
Peter claims the power of God and tells the man to stand up and to begin walking.
Pedro invoca en el nombre del Señor que el hombre se pueda levantar y empezar a caminar.
The man begins to walk, and he begins yelling and telling everyone about Jesus.
Y el hombre pudo levantarse y empezó a caminar y alabar y agradecer al Señor por el milagro que había ocurrido.
Peter and John see the crowd gathering around to look at this miracle.
Pedro y Juan notaron que varias personas estaban empezando a reunir alrededor.
Peter, with the power of Jesus, begins proclaiming the work of Jesus on our behalf and the path of salvation.
Aprovechando la nueva audiencia, Pedro empezó a predicar las buenas nuevas que se encuentran en Jesús.
Many of the people were amazed at the way that Peter spoke.
Varios de los que escucharon a Pedro estaban muy asombrados por la valentía en cual él predicaba a Jesucristo.
However, not everyone was happy with what Peter and John had done.
Pero no todos estuvieron contentos de lo que Pedro y Juan acababan de hacer.
While Peter and John were speaking, some of the guards from the temple, along with the Sanhedrin, The leaders of the Jews took Peter and John and threw them into prison.
Mientras que predicaba Pedro, varios de los guardias y aún miembros del Sanedrín arrestaron a Pedro y Juan y los ponieron en la prisión.
They were commanded not to speak about Jesus anymore or else face punishment.
Los líderes advirtieron a Pedro y Juan que ya no volvieran a predicar el nombre de Jesús.
But Peter and John were bold, saying that they had to preach about Jesus because of all of the things that Jesus' power had done.
Pero Pedro y Juan rehusaron de parar de predicar a Jesús porque sabían que tan solo en el nombre de Jesús había el poder.
They spoke without fear of what might happen to them.
Ellos predicaban a Jesús sin temor de lo que les pasara o sucediera a ellos.
Just like Peter and John, Jesus wants us to talk to other people about him.
Al igual como Pedro y Juan hablaron de Jesús, Dios también quiere que nosotros compartiéramos de él.
Many times, we're scared to talk to people at school or our family, and we don't have boldness.
Varias veces nos da miedo el hablar de Jesús con nuestros familiares o amigos en la escuela.
Just like Peter and John, the power for us to be bold comes from Jesus himself.
Al igual que Pedro y Juan, el poder para que nosotros compartamos de Jesús va a venir de Dios.
Praying and reading God's word helps give us the tools to talk to other people about him.
El orar y el leer nuestra Biblia es lo que nos va a dar el poder y conocimiento para poder compartir a Jesucristo.
Like our verse says, Jesus gives us strength and power so that we can be bold.
Como nos dice el versículo el día de hoy, Él da poder a los indefensos y fortaleza a los débiles.
Try sharing with your family or your friends about something that God did for you this week. Remember, Jesus' power helps us to be bold.
Intenten compartir con alguien, su familia o amigos en esta semana sobre algo que Dios ha hecho en sus vidas.
Bye!
Hasta luego.
Meet Lauren. She's your pretty typical kid. She loves Legos and animals.
These are freshwater fish. Mine is Peaches. My brother's is Green Lantern. My sister's is Uma.
She loves learning.
My favorite subject in school is writing. I did write. This is kind of like a comic book.
She also loves cruising around her basement on her scooter and bouncing on trampolines. Lauren also serves Jesus in a big, bold way by serving at her local food kitchen.
I saw all the people who didn't have food, so I wanted to help them. My first time I served in community kitchen, I tried it in California and I wanted to do it here. So I told my mom and she found a place and she said I can go.
First thing, she meets with her crew to get a plan for the day.
What we need to get done so far.
It feels nice and it feels like God wants me to do this because it's important that people who don't have very much things, that we need to care for them. I am the drink and dessert person. When I do desserts, I walk back and forth taking down desserts and putting them on a table.
Once everything is set up, they say a prayer before everyone is served.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the food that you have done.
It's time to start serving.
When they start, we have to pour the drinks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow! Isn't it cool to see Lauren's boldness as she serves and meets all these grown-ups?
You're welcome. We serve juice, we serve milk, and we serve coffee, hot chocolate. It makes me feel bold when I show them that I care about them and that they are important and that we should care for them. and they're always happy when I'm there. That makes me feel good. Welcome.
Doing a great job.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Lauren enjoys serving so much, she invites others to serve with her.
My brother wants to go with me, so he'll come next time.
In the Bible, the book of Isaiah tells us, He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless.
God has given me the power to show people that they matter and that it's kind to care for people who need stuff and who are just on the streets, who don't have food, who don't have homes. They need stuff, and I got the power from God to show them that they matter.
Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Welcome back. Bienvenidos de regreso, pasajeros. El día de hoy aprendimos que el poder de Dios nos ayuda a ser valientes.
That's right, Ale. Jesus' power helps us be bold. You know, sometimes, Ale, it can be a little intimidating to share about Jesus with my friends in today's culture.
Así es, a veces puede ser muy difícil compartir sobre Jesús y sus buenas noticias en la cultura de hoy, especialmente con nuestros amigos.
But you know, when we rely on God's power, on Jesus' power, it helps me to become bold in sharing with them.
Así es, el nosotros confiar en el poder de Dios nos ayuda a ser valientes y compartir las buenas noticias. Entonces vamos a recoger nuestra bolsita de actividades.
So go to your bag and take out day 2 activity that looks just like this, and it's called the Bold Blaster. So today's activity is called Bold Blaster.
La actividad de hoy se llama Cañones de Valentía.
So this represents our limited boldness without Jesus' power.
Esto representa a nosotros sin el poder de Dios.
Let's demonstrate what that looks like, Ale.
Vamos.
Go. This represents Jesus' power, and when we rely on His power, we can be bold to share about Jesus and His good news.
Este cañoncito verde representa el poder de Jesús. Y este poder nos permite ser totalmente valientes para poder compartir las buenas noticias de Jesucristo.
So before we demonstrate, make sure that the clear plastic is at the top of your tube.
Tenemos que asegurarnos que esta partecita transparente esté hacia arriba antes de insertarlo.
You ready, Ale?
¿Estás lista?
I'm excited. Let's demonstrate. Make sure to keep your face away from the object.
Asegúrense de que no esté muy cerca de su cara.
And hold it your hand directly above.
Y sosténganlo de aquí arriba.
Ready, Ale?
¿Lista?
1,
2,
3. So just remember that Jesus' power can bring you boldness.
Is everyone on board for another exciting day? I'm roaring to go. My name is Sierra, and I'm a mountain lion. Now, you might think lions only belong in Africa, but North America has their lions too. My friends and I go by other names like pumas, panthers, catamounts, and cougars. That's because I live all over the western part of the globe, and different people have different names for me. In fact, aside from humans, no other mammal covers such a large range of territory. I am one cool cat, aren't I? My tawny fur doesn't start out like this. As a baby, I had spots. I think God gave me those so I'd blend in with the tall grass where my mother hid me. After my brothers and sisters and I were old enough to hunt, we left our pride and went out on our own. Most of the time, I'm pretty quiet. After all, if I'm making a lot of noise, it's gonna be hard for me to sneak up on my lunch. Shh, be quiet. A girl's gotta eat. Of course, there are times when I need to make a big, bold noise. Even though I look a lot like a lion, I don't roar. I've got a pretty intimidating scream, though. Isn't that the cat's meow? When I need to catch a meal, I have to move fast. I'm glad God gave me such powerful legs to run, jump, and pounce. Without those mighty muscles, I'd go hungry. God made my legs so powerful, mountain lions can jump up to 18 feet high and 40 feet long. That'd be like me jumping on top of your house. God created me with muscles to leap and pounce. Sometimes you need to boldly leap or pounce on an opportunity. Maybe it's hard to be bold when you need to make a new friend. Tell the truth or boldly talk about Jesus. The Bible has this powerful promise for you. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. You can trust that Jesus' power will give you the strength you need to be bold. Jesus is right with you, cheering you on all the way. Pounce on the opportunity. Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus.
Hello, passengers. We're Dia and Sophia, here to remind you that, just like Sierra, God can make you bold. Good news, you have another chance to be featured in the Bible Verse Challenge. Send in your video and don't miss it. Send to RedeemerKidsRGV at gmail.com.
Don't forget that you can get your friends to join in on the fun and log in and watch VBS with you.
Now it's time for you to join us again for another run of Your Power Will Pull Us Through.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. Make us bold and
Thank you for joining us on our second day of virtual VBS.
Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros en este segundo día de VBS virtual.
Today we learned all about how Jesus' power helps us to be bold.
Exactamente, el día de hoy aprendimos de cómo el poder de Jesús nos permite ser valientes. Y también aprendimos un versículo que está en Isaías 40:29. Y este versículo dice que Él da poder a los indefensos y fortaleza a los débiles.
That's right. In Isaiah 40 verse 29 it says, He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. So we want to hear from you. Send in your videos of Isaiah 40 verse 29 to redeemerkids@rgv@gmail.com.
Queremos también que ustedes participen y envíen los videos diciendo el versículo a memorizar. Lo pueden enviar a redeemerrgvkids@gmail.com.
We'd also love to see you and your crafts. So feel free to send in pictures to the same email address. That's it for today, guys.
Ya es todo por hoy. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros y nos vemos mañana.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.